Welcome back to the SU Officer Media Day 2026. I'm joined by another candidate. Can you please introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Anna and I'm running to be your next Sustainability and Development Officer.
So you're rerunning this year, and we know that previous officer teams as well as yours has had to deal with circumstances like extended strike periods, encampments, university cuts, riots, being racist fueled riots. If a situation like that were to occur in another term, reflecting on how the team acted upon that, what are some things that you would continue on that you think worked really well, and some things that you think you would approach differently this time?
What a question. That's quite a big question. To be fair, I think in our term as officers, there hasn't been a significantly one big event that's happened, but I think as a team we've worked really well at communicating with each other, at trying to hold the university accountable whilst trying to get the adequate information out to support students. And I think that's the main part, is to just make sure students remain at the forefront of everything we do, and to try not to get caught up in all the little more emotional and tactical bits on the side.
And the SU is a business,
Yes.
We know this. How do we make sure that the coffee that we drink downstairs or the food that we're buying, a lot of students are concerned that their money is fueling things that they don't believe in, whether that's a war or a climate disaster. Mm-hmm. How do we really make sure that students can be confident in where their money is going?
Well, in the SU, because we're a charity, all the money that you spend in the Students' Union goes back into the Students' Union. So it funds our societies, our volunteering projects, our club nights, and it's all a bit of a circular loop. So when you're spending money in the SU, your money will be going to something that benefits students. The university is a different kettle of fish. For the most part, the money that we give to the university goes to our education. I think the most concerning thing about the money we give to the university is the money in which they're investing, and they're investing in a lot of banks right now, which are subsequently investing in some pretty horrible things, including increasing their investments in the fossil fuel industry. And something that I'm really passionate about working on and working more on next year, hopefully, is to really try and analyse these third-party investments where our endowments are invested in banks like BlackRock, HSBC, NatWest, and make sure that we're, instead of investing in these banks, investing in better opportunities for our students.
And we've seen this be a common theme throughout over the last few years, particularly recently, looking at climate change and the climate disaster that we're in. Yeah. How do you make sure that this next term, if you are re-elected, is you're approaching it differently to really try and have another angle in?
Yeah, I think something people forget sometimes with sustainability and the climate crisis is that it's not accessible to everyone to get involved in. And that's something this year I've definitely tried to improve slightly. I think it's very difficult to care about the planet when you don't know where your next meal is going to come from. The cost of living crisis has taken us all by a storm, and it's making university life really, really difficult. So I've opened the Community Hub this year, which is a space in the SU where students can access 5 free sustainably sourced food items per week, which is not only to help them with their cost of living, but also to be a first point of call to a sustainable alternative. I think first we need to be providing students with basics, and then from there make it really accessible to find sustainable alternatives, and also pique their genuine interest in sustainability, because so many students are interested in sustainability, but it's just not accessible in its current form.
Definitely. And just to give you a light-hearted question so you can finish up on your shield before you show everyone, if you were a uni building, what building would you be and why?
What a brilliant question. I love that question. I fear that I would probably be the geography building, because I'm a bit confusing, really great on the inside, but slightly dull on the outside. And yeah, hexagonal.
And you identify?
I identify as hexagonal.
I love that. Now, can you please talk us through what you've got so far with your shield in this camera? And if you've not managed to finish, just let us know what it would have been.
It's looking pretty poor. Up here, I did a roundabout because I'm from Milton Keynes, and we're a big fan of roundabouts in Milton Keynes. Tater tots are the only edible food in the SU. We're working on that though. There's some great food options in the SU, but for me, it's always going to be tater tots. Probably shouldn't have said that on camera. And knitting, this is a ball of yarn, believe it or not. I'm a big knitter, knitted this jumper, big fan of knitting. And then 2 symbols for my campaign is a leaf for sustainability and a sewing needle because I'm very interested in mending and repairing your clothes.
Love that. And can you please look into this camera here and give me 3 words about why people should trust you with their vote?
Accessibility, sustainability, and accessible to sustainable futures. I changed it all a bit up there at the end.
It's okay.
Apologies.
Thank you so much for talking with us today and good luck with the campaign.
Thank you.